Hello, guys. Happy Makra Sankranti to all my lovely viewers. Hope you all spend your day with people close to your heart, flying and clearing the sky with your kites, and dancing and eating with all your heart. Makra Sankranti is also known as Harvest Festival, and I'm sharing with you guys a Sankranti Dali, which we kind of do at our hometown. Starting with Kara Pongal, this dish is a special dish prepared during Dhanurmasa, the period when sun transit through Sagittarius. Kara Pongal is paired with tangy and spicy tamarind gochu, which is my favorite. So to make this, take about half cup of rice and half cup of moong dal. Wash and drain the water and keep aside. Meanwhile, take small size tamarind, soak it in warm water for about 10 minutes. Then, in a pan, add the soaked rice and moong dal and about 3 glass of water and let it cook. For Kara Pongal masala, take about 5 to 6 clove, 1 inch cinnamon and 1 cardamom. Using a mortar pestle, powder them finely and keep aside. Next, extract the juice from tamarind and discard the residue. Now heat a pan, add the tamarind extract along with 2 slit green chilies and about half inch ginger. Finely chop them and add about 5 tablespoons of jaggery and let it cook in a medium flame. While that's getting cooked, I will make sweet pongal. Festive lunch is all about multitasking. The recipe actually has rice, moong dal, and jaggery has a main ingredient. So take about 1/4 cup of rice, rinse it in water. Then take about 1/8 cup of moong dal and roast them in a medium flame till the lentils turn brown. And then to the same cooker, transfer rinsed rice and about 3 cups of water and cook it for 3 whistles. Coming back to Kara Pongal, once the rice and lentil is half cooked, add the grounded powder, turmeric and salt as per your taste and keep mixing it. Keep mixing it so that the rice and lentils don't get stick to the bottom. When water dries off, add about half cup of grated coconut and mix everything well and cook it for about 2 minutes. Then switch off the flame. Our Kara Pongal is ready to serve. Consistency of pongal should be mushy, so if needed, you can add water. Once the tamarind gochu thickens, switch off the flame, then heat a seasoning pan, add about a tablespoon of oil, half a mustard seed, and curry leaves. Then transfer the seasoning to the tamarind gochu. When the pressure subsides, open the lid and mash the cooked rice and lentils and keep it aside. Then heat a pan, add half cup of jaggery and 1/4 cup of water and heat till the jaggery dissolves completely. While that's getting done, heat a seasoning pan, add 2 tablespoons of ghee, fry cashews, raisins and about half cup of coconut and keep it aside. If you want to use desiccated coconut instead of fresh one, you don't have to fry it. You can just use it directly. Once jaggery is completely dissolved in water, mix the cooked rice and lentils to the jaggery syrup and add water if required. Cook it for 5 minutes, then include fried cashews, raisins, and coconut. Then add powdered cardamom and mix everything well. Then add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of ghee and combine everything. Now I like my pongal to be a little thick, so I have used very less water. If you want it in runny consistency, you make sure to add water before adding nuts and coconut. Kiran loves pakoras, and this winter we missed making pakoras. So today I'm going to be making palak pakoda. And this recipe might be a little different from yours, so don't skip watching this. So first take a bunch of spinach, roughly chop it and take about 2 to 3 green chilies and chop it. Next, in a bowl, I'm going to be adding about a cup of besan, half cup of rice flour, 1 tablespoon of coriander seed and 1 tablespoon of cumin seed which I have powdered using a mortar and pestle. Then about 1/4 a tablespoon of carom seeds, 1 tablespoon of salt, sorry, half tablespoon of salt and finely chopped green chilies and spinach. Now I am going to nicely mix it. I'm not going to add any water here. Once everything is mixed well, I'm going to add water. Now don't add more water because palak is going to ooze out water later. Then heat a pan of oil, take a big lump of dough and drop it. Fry it till the color changes to brown. Crispy palak pakoras are ready. In any pakoras, if you add a rice flour, it will turn crispy. For roti, I'm going to be making jolad roti, which is best during winters, and I think in North India it is called makki ki roti. Now, I'm going to take about half cup of finely chopped onions, coriander leaves, 1 finely chopped green chilies, and about half grated radish. Now, I'm going to add this into a 2 cup of maize flour and going to combine everything well, making it into a thick dough. Then I'm going to roll the rotis and cook it in a tawa pan, and I'm going to add ghee on both the sides. Next, I'm going to be making carrot kosamri, a very common dish in all our festivals. You can switch carrot with cucumbers if you want to. Now, take 2 grated carrots, add about 1/4 cup of soaked moong dal, and 1 inch finely chopped or grated ginger, and half salt. It is good to use add salt while you're having your lunch because salt is going to live out water. So next I'm going to add 4 tablespoon of grated coconut, then finely chopped coriander leaves. Lastly, I'm going to squeeze half lemon and mix everything. Any thali is incomplete without chutney. Now wash and clean about a bunch of coriander, roughly chop them and add to the mixer blender. Then take about a lemon sized tamarind and 2 to 3 green chilies. Add green chilies according to your taste and don't add any water. Grind it into a smooth paste. Then in a pan, dry roast half tablespoon of mustard seed and 1/4 tablespoon of methi seeds. Then using a mortar and pestle, powder it. To the same pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 tablespoon of mustard seed. When it starts to crackle, add coriander paste. Then add salt and 1 tablespoon of jaggery. Let it cook for 5 minutes, then add mustard and fenugreek powder. Give it a good mix, cook it for 2 minutes, and switch off the flame. Don't add any water. You can store this chutney in your refrigerator for a week. My yummy Sankranti thali is ready. Before I serve, I'll clean my kitchen countertop and you guys can see my sink is full of dishes. That's the one thing which I hate to do, and I'm going to ask Kiran to help me. Do let me know what you guys cooked for Sankranti and hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. I will be back very soon with a better content. Till then, you guys stay safe. And if you think my channel is worth subscribing, please hit that subscribe button and share this video. Loads of love to you guys.